Hey guys, I'm gonna be talking to you about how I plan on hiring some college students for a business idea that I have. Um, I quit. Well, my wife and I quit our job using land investing, and now we're looking at starting other businesses and building up other streams of income. The idea that I have is to uh, basically start a math tutoring program online, and I'm attending Liberty. So I went back to school. I'm planning to attend Liberty University, and I'm just gonna run through how I plan on doing it. So at Liberty, you will find there are career services. Services. Um, and pretty much from what I understand, almost all colleges have this. So there'll usually be a contact information to reach out to them. So, call them, email them, ask them like, hey, looking to hire some college students, on a part-time basis, and then just kind of give them the details. The other way that I've thought about this is, like in my case, the business that I'm planning to also start is with in math tutoring. I plan on hiring college students to do the tutoring for me. I'm just going to give the system and then run through a process for sales and see if I could do that and not necessarily have to use my time, but build these systems out so that I could get different streams of income, right? Um, the other one that I have besides career services is in each academic field they'll have bachelor's, masters, etc. I'm gonna do bachelor's, and I'm gonna look at education, and if they have something for math, that's even better. I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, so they have elementary education, and in it they put middle grades as well. So, I mean, I'll probably choose this department over here. Let's see here. Education department. I'm not really looking for the degree as much as the department itself. Let's try a different way. Liberty University Education Department. Oh, yeah, School of Education. So I called it Education Department, but really they want it School of Education. So usually there'll be some kind of contact information. Here we go. Contact. School of Education at Liberty University. Contact information. Let's see. Contact. Oh, so they have the administrative staff. Maybe go to one of the secretaries. So they have the different faculty. Assistant, not assistant. Licensing officer. Nope. Faculty support coordinators. Support office. Okay, so they don't have a contact information over here. So what I would probably do is I would probably call the contact information section for Liberty University and ask for the School of Education and see if I could get a phone number, that I could talk to someone and say, hey, if anyone wants to, I have a math tutoring business, I want to offer some internship stuff and see if you connect. I think the career services and also going to departments might be really good ways. I also saw that within colleges, there's bulletin boards with the contact field, and they'll have different announcements. And I saw like ads like to hire people, so like hire actual college students. So what I plan on doing is I plan on going to the campus and hitting up those three parts: career services, the education department, as well as the bulletin board to do hours, basically to for hires. And otherwise you're kind of looking at Indeed.com, Monster.com, right? Some of these other platforms that get everywhere, and I really got this, college, higher college students idea really from these group of people. It's called Income School. So Income School is, they predominantly started as a blog, but I now think they've also really incorporated YouTube as well, generating ad revenue. But these guys, what they did was they had a business model where they basically created a blog, created, recurring revenue from Google Ads, and then later, went into other ad platforms that would give even more revenue, like Mediavine. There's some other ones out there, but then they've also incorporated YouTube to sell courses and other things and other software. Like Akabata is a WordPress software, um, but this is where I got their idea. They hired a bunch of college students to basically do a trial run to run a blog. So they used one blog to pay for all these kids, these students, and they generated a blog that paid for itself, and then they used those funds to also, expand and do more blogs and YouTube and courses and other things, right? And what you'll see is these guys started with blogs and now gone, made a course from that, made software for that, went into YouTube, other affiliate offers, and this is how they've kind of built their revenue stream. I'm kind of combining what they did with college hires, and seeing if I could run my business with college hires, and using, the place that I'm at, Liberty University, to get those hires as well. But I think this is also like doable, like pretty much in every single sphere of work that you want. Like, for example, my wife went to Texas State, so Texas State University Career Services. They have a phone number here, and if your school has like a specific department, you can offer that as like internship opportunities or part time work of some sort. And I think it's a good plug-in. And if you build those relationships right, they could be a source of new hires over and over again. Because you might have seniors that go into the workforce, but if you could give them an internship and an experience, that could be good. So like, I've also heard of this, like in just like in real estate. Like if you think of the full-time licensed people, there's also, you could offer internships to check out like a rehab home to try fixing some stuff out. This is kind of like other stuff, right? You kind of have to be kind of in that general contracting kind of sphere, but if you're consistently trying to like look for people, there's technical schools where you could hire like an intern or worker to kind of get their feet wet, get going with a rehab project of some sort. Have your liability and all that, like insurance, all that and stuff like worked out. But instead of just going with Indeed.com or Monster.com or Facebook Marketplace to find your hires, there are a lot of students that are looking for jobs, and they'll look at Monster.com or Indeed.com and they'll be intimidated, from that. But if you could kind of work your relationships with these schools, I think there's like potential here. So most people haven't really thought of it, but either creating an internship program or some kind of part-time, maybe into full-time work opportunities, is just a great avenue. Thank you, Income School, for giving me these thoughts, and I appreciate it. So we do have our course for land investing. It is how my wife and I were able to get out of our jobs. It's how I'm able to go to grad school and do some church stuff that we're interested in. But um, it's, if you're interested in that, check that out. I'll keep you up to date with this other stream of income that we're kind of working on with math tutoring. I'm mixing in some. I don't know if you get like your YouTube stuff. There's a guy named Alex Hermosi. Let me just show you. Okay. Oh, this guy. Alex, he's right here. This guy. Um, he did a thing with gyms, basically rehabbing gyms, like getting their clients and stuff. So he gets like the I feel like any kind of service type business model, so like with tutoring or gym, usually they have like a monthly expense of some sort, right? He kind of packages that all up into a challenge and sells that as like one offs, and then later on uses that recurring. Once you have the client, it's easier to sell them than another person. Get them on a recurring platform later. So that's kind of what I'm doing with the math tutoring, and why I want to use college students. Basically do some of the sales in the beginning, show a college student my system, get them going with that, funnel them into that, and then maybe hire some salespeople, preferably college students, and then make sales for me. And then I'm managing, overseeing that without having to spend a lot of time. So this is kind of where I'm going with some of my other business stuff and other avenues. I'll let you know how it goes. But if you like this, subscribe, like it, and I appreciate your time. Take care. Have a good one.